Have you ever gazed up at the moon, its pale face shining through the cold night, and wondered about its secrets? To the Inuit people of the Arctic, that silver orb high above isn't just a lifeless rock orbiting Earth. No, it has a story, one of longing, pursuit, and mystery. This is the tale of Aningan, the Inuit moon deity, who chases his sister across the sky in an endless dance. Aningan is more than just the moon, he is a symbol of obsession and remorse. His story begins in a time before time, when gods and spirits roamed freely across the Arctic skies. Aningan, handsome and proud, was the brother of Melina, the radiant sun goddess. Together, they ruled the heavens, bringing light and dark to the world below. But as with many tales of gods and mortals, their story is not one of harmony. Melina was as bright and fierce as the sun she embodied. She carried the warmth of the day, the promise of life, and the strength of light. Her presence commanded respect and admiration. Aningan, though equally powerful, was drawn to his sister in a way that would lead to an act of transgression, an act that would shatter the bond between them forever. One night, while the world lay wrapped in the silence of the Arctic dark, Aningan crept into Melina's dwelling. His intentions were shrouded in secrecy, but what he did that night was enough to spark Melina's wrath. Furious and humiliated, she fled from him, taking with her the light of day. Melina fled far into the sky, her golden light stretching out behind her as she went. She created a chasm between herself and her brother, determined never to be caught. But Aningan, driven by guilt, shame, and a twisted sense of love, followed her. Thus began the eternal chase we witness every day, Aningan pursuing Melina across the heavens. The Inuit believed that this endless pursuit is why the sun and the moon follow each other in the sky. Melina, ever distant, keeps ahead of Aningan, while he, driven by regret, can never quite catch her. Yet, there are moments when the sky darkens entirely, when it seems that Aningan has finally reached Melina. During a solar eclipse, the Inuit say that Aningan has come too close to Melina, momentarily obscuring her light. But it never lasts. Melina always escapes, and the chase resumes. These rare events are reminders of their turbulent relationship, a brief encounter between siblings destined to remain apart. But what of the moon's phases, you might ask? Why does Aningan seem to change shape every night? The Inuit tell us that Aningan, in his relentless pursuit, forgets to eat. As he chases Melina across the sky, he grows thinner and thinner until he is just a sliver of himself. Only when he reaches utter exhaustion does he pause to rest and regain his strength, filling out once more before the chase continues. This is why the moon appears to wax and wane. It is Aningan's cycle of pursuit, depletion, and renewal. He is driven by forces he cannot control, a deity bound by the consequences of his actions and destined to repeat his quest for eternity. For the Inuit, the story of Aningan and Melina isn't just a myth. It's a reflection of their world, a harsh, unforgiving land where survival is a constant struggle. Aningan's relentless pursuit mirrors the endless cycle of day and night, light and dark, life and death. It is a tale of balance, of actions and consequences, and of the eternal dance of celestial bodies. Imagine sitting around a fire on a freezing Arctic night, hearing this tale from an elder. Outside, the wind howls, and the stars gleam coldly overhead. The moon hangs low in the sky, a silent witness to its own legend. For generations, stories like these have been passed down, connecting the Inuit people to the world around them and to the heavens above. Aningan is not a hero, nor is he a villain. He is a complex figure, a god burdened by his past and defined by his pursuit. He embodies the beauty and tragedy of the human condition, the longing for something we can never truly have, and the endless cycle of striving and renewal. So, the next time you look up at the moon and see its pale light casting shadows on the ground, remember Aningan. Remember his story of love, regret, and eternal pursuit. And perhaps, in that quiet moment, you'll feel a connection to those ancient storytellers who first wove this tale beneath the Arctic sky. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this tale and want to hear more stories of gods, spirits, and myths from around the world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, may the light of Aningan guide you through the night.